Lend me your energy, spirits from all around. Open the winds to carry my voice to any that can be found. From the heavens and within our core, to the spirits, gods, and daemons, Cernunnos is no more. Murdered by a lamb lost in the flock, we have purged from our roots the rot. Our order is fractured, seeking sanctuary as souls are raptured. The Armistice of Arcane fueled the fires for all hell to rave. But there is a light, a piercing light beyond this shore, where winds howl like symphonies and the waves clap in perfect harmony. Beyond the horizon is an island where all that can be heard is a heartbeat, felt by our ancestors before. In rhythm we will undo their sacrifices of war, for we are the harbingers and we serve Baelor. With this new power our enemies will fall. May his piercing gaze bless us all. And as the sun sets on New Orleans, I will become his maiden. Drenched in blood, I vow to give birth to our new haven. And as this light fades into me, remember, the waning moon will look after
Ladies and gentlemen,
not when it's formatted like
Arcanists, we the undersigned agree for a period of 1 year and 1 day to abide by the following understandings. No party of any signed organization may use lethal force against any other without provocation analogous to the mundane concept of self-defense. The second, no member of any signed organization may withhold information from any other signing party on the topic of the others, nor may they refuse support to anyone who requests it when dealing with the aforementioned others. No member of any organization, third point, no member of any organization will trespass on the resources or land of another without prior notification. No member of any organization will take magical action on the resources or land of another without prior approval.
Close your eyes. Ward yourself off of any negative thoughts. Put your mind in a happy place and hold on to the light within your heart. Wandering soul, hear my voice. Follow the light across the void. Open the veil. Enter this willing soul and speak. Speak words unspoken.
To the final chapter of Armistice Arcane. My name is Mark. Most of you probably know who I am. I'm going to briefly introduce all of the designers who are here. We are PCP, Peculiar Crossroads Productions. We've been friends, we've been putting games together for almost a decade, and professionally for 3 years now, right? So my name is Mark. All of you, of course, know this is Scott Brown. Robert J. Paul. Corey Lowenberg. And finally, Jamie Spencer here. Perfect. All right. So I also want to teach you 2 hand signs, just because we all don't want to be here very long. So the first one is I need silence in the room. You've already seen it. If you see somebody raise their hand, you mimic it, you shut up, and then the whole room goes silent, and that is what that is for. You guys are all amazing, and you've already done that. All right, the second one is a new one that we're introducing because we would like things to move a little quicker, and you guys love us. We love that you love us, but we're going to move past applause. You have applauded for the last time until the entire workshop is done. We're going to introduce the jazz hand cymbals. Everybody do it with me. This is applause that we can continue to talk instead of you guys giving us all the love that we like to have.
Hello, everyone. I am super emotional about this, with it being the finale of our first trilogy. In and out of character spaces. Everything that is a meeting room on this floor is for us, okay? There are a couple of other spaces on this floor that are also for us. These are the out of character room, which if you just I need 5 or 10 minutes just to kind of chill out and talk to my friend, that is in room 216, okay? There'll be a big sign on it. You'll see it. It's right past the elevator, okay? The other rooms are 218, which is the makeup room. Is Kirsten in here somewhere? Okay, Kirsten is our makeup person, and she will be in room 218. You can come see her if you need something. And then finally, the player care room. This is where you're gonna go if you are feeling a little emotional, if you need some quiet, if you need someone to talk to, if you need to feel a little better. This is the room you will go to. There will be 2 people in that room this weekend. Stop in and see them anytime you need to. What we want to ask, though, is that you do not go into the player care room just to go out of character, okay? That's why they are 2 separate rooms. If you're going into Poydras, it's because you're having an emotional reaction and you just kind of need someone, okay? Or you need that silence, because we can't guarantee the out of character room is going to be silent, all right? But if it's just, I just want to sit down and talk to somebody, or I want to go somewhere out of character and make a plan, then that's in 216. All right, filming. We have photographers, we have videographers, we have people who are wandering around to make sure that they capture your beauty this weekend, okay? However, not everybody likes that. If you're one of those people, we have these yellow ribbons. Take the yellow ribbons, they will be in Poydras, okay? Take one of the yellow ribbons, put it on your clothes somewhere visible so that we can see them, and the photographers will attempt not to take pictures of you, but if you do end up in pictures, they will take those out before the pictures are released, okay? So it's doubly important that you have this somewhere visible so that if you end up in a picture, we can make sure that picture does not get released. If you see these ribbons, these green ones are not about filming, this is your staff. All of these green ribbons mean that it is a staff member. If it is your facilitator, great. If it's not, but you need something in a hurry, you can grab anybody with one of these green ribbons on and get your issue taken care of. All right, non-Victorian devices. Couple of things here. We know that people are gonna have their phones, okay? We know that some of you keep your character sheets on your phone. Some of you are maybe on call, you know, and lying to your bosses, whatever, we don't care. We don't judge you. However, if you need to use your phone, please step out of the way. Please don't be somewhere where it's gonna show up in a photo. You know, step into one of the restrooms, step into the out of character room. If you need to take a longer break, we're in a hotel, you guys have rooms, okay? So if you're like, I need 30 minutes to sit down, instead of doing that in the out of character room, just head up to your room, take a break, it's all good. If you're gonna be gone for a significant amount of time, let your faction facilitator know that you're gonna be gone for a while so that they don't worry about you. We have had very few security issues at Armistice games. I would really, really like to keep it that way. If somebody is harassing you, and this doesn't just mean within the game, okay? This is if somebody who is a guest is harassing you, if somebody, I can't imagine it, but if somebody on the hotel staff were giving you a hard time, or if somebody else in the game is giving you a hard time, or you see something unsafe going on, if somebody is hitting on somebody who clearly does not want to be hit on, if you see somebody doing something that is questionable or breaks our code of conduct, which all of you should have read, if you see that, make sure we find out immediately, because we are very good at removing the problem as soon as it happens. All of you are coming from different LARP backgrounds, okay? Some of you are used to LARPing in the woods. Some of you are used to LARPing in parlors. Some of you are used to doing some combination of the two. Some of you are used to fighting with weapons. And every single one of these is a really awesome and valid form of LARPing. And it's really important that we understand for this game what we mean when we talk about consent and what we're looking for in this game. We are collaborative, which means we are all working together, okay? We are all telling a story together. So we are all authors, we are all protagonists, we are all antagonists, we are all support characters, okay? Which means sometimes you're gonna be the good guy, sometimes you're gonna be the bad guy, and sometimes you're just gonna be the best friend who's like, yeah, you go. As we go through this game, understand that what that means is we want everyone, every one of us wants everyone else to have a good game, okay? We do not want to have a good game at the expense of someone else's game. We want to have a good game because other people are having good games. We do not have at PCP a win mentality, okay? The only way to win this game is to have fun. And sometimes that means losing. I especially want to address this because we have a slightly different situation this time than we do in most games. You guys have all been at war, okay? There are 13 Accord members, including their facilitator. 13, okay? There are like 90 of the rest of you, okay? So I understand that everyone in the Arcanum has a reason to hate the Accord. Everyone in the Accord has a reason to hate the Arcanum, okay? Everyone has lost people. Everyone has suffered. Everyone has hurt. The status of this game, the setting for this game, is the war has been going on. The Accord has 13 people here, but thousands across Europe. Everyone sort of knows that if this war were to continue for a very long time, the Accord, just through attrition, is going to win, okay? Put your hands down. All right, and you have a bigger problem right now. And that bigger problem is the others, okay? Nobody has figured out a way to deal with them. Nobody has figured out a way to damage them. No one has figured out a way to even communicate with them. They are ineffable. They are unable to be understood, okay? So the Accord said, hey guys, I know we don't like each other, but why don't we sit and talk about the terms of peace so that we can work together on this bigger issue? It is an armistice. The war is not happening at this game, okay? This is a break. This is a potential end of everything, right? This is a potential end of hostilities. We know there's gonna be murders. We know. We know there's gonna be deaths. We know some of you have already negotiated out your death scenes, okay? We're aware of this. However, we would ask that if you are going to try to kill someone, please make it something that is personal to your story. Every one of you has someone dead at the hands of the Accord, okay? But unless your sheet specifically says your husband died because Colin killed him, okay? Sorry, Tyler. No, you're not. You know, unless it has a specific Accord person named, then don't just say, I'm gonna kill every Accord member because somebody I love died, okay? Try to make the stories personal. Very shortly after Colin on the list of most hated at this game is May Wharton, okay? Please keep in mind that these characters can only die once. Okay, if some of you know differently, these are people, and they're gonna have to deal with a lot of antagonistic roleplay. This goes kind of for everyone. So if you're going to do antagonistic roleplay with someone, please talk to them ahead of time. Please make sure that if you're like, I want to do a scene where I come in and start yelling at you, talk to them ahead of time. Make sure they're okay with you coming in and yelling at them. You don't know what kind of state they're in at that moment, okay? And when you break into your faction facilitator workshops, the facilitators will go over all of the mechanics for calibration and how to do check-ins and how to do look-downs and red and greens. You'll get all of that in your faction workshops. But please, the best thing you can do if you're like, I am going to do this antagonistic thing, is first of all, stop thinking you're going to and start thinking, I would like to do this, let me talk to the other person. And then make sure you actually talk to that person. So think of this really as combination storytelling. You know, if you see an opportunity to make somebody else's game better, do it. If you see an opportunity to lift somebody and make them the center or the spotlight, do it. And I don't mean by killing them, okay? But by letting them have a moment where they are, you know, oh look, they're great.
Iris is being hunted by the Accord. So she's currently, that's the reason why she's like hiding out in the shadows, basically. She's here for support. In theory, although you won't actually be able to contact her at the moment, but she's being hunted by members of the Accord and she knows it, so she's trying to lessen the heat on us by staying in the shadows.
If you wish to recognize those who have passed in the war and you would like to say something, for the service tomorrow, we're giving out letters that you can either write with the name of the loved one and perhaps a message for them. If you'd like, you can have one. Please.
Can you please give me one later?
Thank you.
Should we all do one for Nora?
Will you need a hand?
I would, but I would like to participate.
If I don't see you,
Goodness, all of you look like I was a ghost sitting in here.
I was just something to figure out what's going on.
Last week was enlightening.
It was ridiculous.
Stop it. Oh, that's promising.
Perhaps I'll draw a card as well.
Here.
Aha! I found them.
Arm with him.
The fear behind it. What are you drawing, Arch?
One kid.
We're drawing a card each.
3 kids. My God. 9 of Pentacles.
So over the time that I spent meditating and reading over and researching our issue, I was concerned about the faith of the being that had been slain. And through my research, speaking to spirits, daemons, the gods themselves, Cernunnos is no longer with us. We have indeed slain our god.
You told us.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Why would you lie to us?
Because during the midst of chaos, you don't divide more truths.
Because no one knew, really.
Exactly.
I didn't know.
It's not funny.
It is fine.
It's not.
Look, we worship many gods. We could just choose another one.
In fact, we have chosen another one.
Not that
Some of us
thing.
have.
Well, with that, there's been many whispers amongst the other spirits, amongst the other gods, that it was his followers that slain Cernunnos. And some might come to harm us because of this.
Wonderful. Shit. Shit. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I'm sorry.
What I can say is that there were visions of war gifted to us by Baylor, of the things that would come.
Of course, Baylor. Of course, because that thing loves war. He wants us destroyed by war like they did years ago.
No, Fiona. He is a tool for us.
A tool for how long?
He is an instrument of pain against our enemies.
For how long? This thing is lying and waiting for us to not see it useful and strike.
What we need to do...
Wallace,
sorry.
Fiona, please, if I may finish.
I'm sorry.
So these visions of war, of what would happen as each city fell, Philadelphia, Boston, we saw it forecoming. And when it came for Sanctuary, we had no choice.
None.
We wouldn't have been able to if it wasn't for Baylor.
My question becomes, how the hell did the wards fail when they are supposed to be eternal?
Well, I can't answer that, but I can say that if we have created far too many enemies for ourselves.
I have an idea.
What?
What if we combine the abilities of Baylor into one individual?
No.
That's
Why not?
no.
Because
It's never
there's
gone on for
thousands
us
of
before.
them.
Well, let's at least hear the
idea.
idea.
The Fomorians were able to fight on the level of the Tuatha. And I think if we combine the spirit of the greatest of the Fomorians, then maybe, just maybe, with the indomitable human spirit we all possess, we can crush our enemies.
One, I don't think that much power can be handled by a normal human
Thank
or
you.
a normal mage.
Thank you.
Two, having that much power in a normal mage is absolutely barbaric.
Gave that power to me.
So Cernunnos wasn't worthy of us.
I think we have
really
to.
wasn't.
To hell with him.
We have to remember what happened to Aiden.
He's dead.
Mister.
Tonight, we could take an opportunity to speak with those who may be curious about the order, and also see what others need from us, because they might need our help. We wish to rebuild Sanctuary. We're going to need this strength to do it. I think I'm going to intervene spiritually here and say that we all need to take a moment to think about this. And what is on the table is, yes, we are forced into a position. There is one deity out there that gave us the ability to protect ourselves so that we could all be here today. But you're right, there should be alternatives.
or a way that we get to have equal power. So I don't want to throw any ideas out, but take some time to think about it. Come and speak with me individually, and I'll collect your answers and make a decision.
Thank you. I will act accordingly. Is there anything specifically that you would request of me in return?
If we're going to help you locate this person and dispatch them, we need information. Do you think you can provide that?
Whether I myself can, I am uncertain. I know there are others in my organization who can.
Well, once we receive that information, we'll be able to make a more informed plan.
Why should we trust you?
I said plan.
There's no risk.
Risk.
Well, I mean, you can try.
I'm telling you right now, share it as equals, not as parents to children. If you act as a child, then how am I to act?
Is he able to help us at all in this endeavor?
Blood magic.
Right now?
Everyone in the Accord have a fancy cloak.
We look forward to
Yeah, they like cloaks. All of them. The whole lot of them.
Will attempt
Just
to
love
contact
cloaks.
you directly regarding further information.
Everything your mother expecting to be asked about his time here, so...
Oh, I'm just white work and fairly new to it. I got us to do for a little while. He asked for a straight treat, talking to the members of the adventurers friendly.
If we invited the other team, how badly would that?
First, it was one talking about storytellers.
In Beacon Hills.
That's a crane.
Oh, that stuff. Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Yes. You know what's great about that prophecy?
I have no knowledge of how to fight them. I will not sacrifice any more lives on a fool's errand. So, what we have to do is close the lid.
Is that the only
Repair
way?
them. Some people are talking about using blood magic to fight the others. It strikes me as just fighting.
And where do we get the bodies to fight the others with blood magic?
Therein lies the question on that. Who do you sacrifice? And can you even tell me it would work?
No. Let me know when you need us to gather for the baptism, please. I've not seen it in action. I've heard stories about this, but
If we made it this far tonight, anything is possible.
What little we gain from being the first ones to jump ship to help the eclipse.
it's a possibility.
Let's not forget that the circle can handle itself in war or in peace. So, as far as us losing out on anything, we're not really losing out on anything.
To take theirs.
If the Accord had something to offer that would have augmented Ms. Lindstrom's work, I could see something, but they didn't.
From what he's told us so far, there's a very good chance they had something.
A magistrate or something.
They have been trying to get Conrad on their side. I think they're interested in ley lines.
I also said that nothing catastrophic has happened when we're carrying around the lantern. No, I've been here for 2 years. It's been perfectly fine.
Nothing exploded.
Nothing exploded unless I wanted it to explode. Which is fine.
Yeah.
Such is laboratory.
Yes.
And we all collapse. We never all collapse at the same time.
Don't
We felt it. Should we go into a
It overcame me. It was a weighted feeling.
Do all of you feel the same? Yeah. We all fainted at the same time, and something happened upstairs.
Something shifted. I really don't want to speculate too much about what's happening now.
We need to talk to someone who was in there.
Yes,
Something's being brought. I don't know
I don't know what you do, but I know you said you were a protector. For me, I think the best description is what I was saying. That very first time you had to make that life or death decision, and you knew you were sending someone off to die. Not the chance of death. You knew you were sending them away. It changes you, and it sits on you, and it's heavy. Something that important happened.
What has been happening in the library before, when we've had this many people from so many different backgrounds in this place together, has been that Horace, Professor Fleming, a future version of himself, has sent messages back.
No, I don't want to hear.
Struck at the same time.
I understand. That is why I'm communicating.
Get to your factions, get to your groups. This is important information. Oh, sit.
No, I'm listening.
If you want to mingle, but mingle at your table.
I heard that. Okay.
Man, I'm not sure.
Okay. Yes, well, I'm going to tell you some information and you can talk amongst yourselves. If you haven't heard, we've been to the library and we've got a message. Having seen many futures myself, I can verify that this is who they say they are and they have the credentials that they say they have. Provost has told us that there is a way to defeat the others and to block them from our reality and from our universe.
What do they say?
The others are drawn here by magic, and we can close the gate that draws them here by giving up magic forever. But it will be at great cost to ourselves and to many of our friends who rely on magic, who use magic, who profit from magic, and who live by magic. This is a choice that all of us will have to make. We will have to make it collectively. Because if we do not give up magic, we will have to fight them. And they are infinitely numerous from beyond time and space. And I've been to many a time and space, and I have never seen a reality in which we win. I have not seen beyond.
There isn't one.
There isn't one.
There isn't one. My old friend. My name is Horace Fleming.
You're Horace Fleming.
We are Horace Fleming.
You're both Horace Fleming.
I'm here from 1933. And
That's not a real year.
There is not a time that we win if you don't do this. And you can ask me questions, you can do whatever. I am laid bare at all of your feet now. And I know Quentin sounds like a drunk and an idiot. I love you.
I'm not an idiot!
You're definitely a drunk. But if you don't believe him, and I have no reason to believe me.
Obviously, last time we were here, we sent stuff back to try and warn us of what's happening right now. All that came true. If this person, myself, can't be trusted from the future, who here can we trust?
What are the
You made it happen, you fucking idiot! You went back in time to stop something that you caused happen!
If we don't do this, the others just come. They come and they win and they tear this reality to shreds. I have watched all of you die.
What if you were wrong?
I'm not, because I've done this about too many times. I've watched all of you die a dozen times over.
But what you asked was, what are the repercussions? The repercussions of giving up magic are, if you live by magic, you may die.
For those people,
we have the greatest mages assembled here.
Yes, and we are making.
And we are assembled against the greatest threat.
And how can only we decide the fate of magic? Why is it just us? Why can't somebody else do it?
We're already making that decision.
One at a time! This whole war has already been deciding things for tons of people who can't defend themselves.
Do it again!
So your options are, we either get destroyed by a bunch of others, or the other option is people starve in the streets, people end up just taking from everyone else, and no one has access to the one option we have of actually changing the world.
That already
starts right now.
I'm trying to stop now! You're trying to make that happen!
Why would I want that to happen?
I don't know! You stole my fucking mail! You went and sent a bunch of clues back! You sent a fucking diagram of something that's on my fucking head!
This is not about petty squabbles, this is about a struggle we are all facing together. About fighting against an interdimensional threat. Against all of us, the Atlanteans, the Arcanum, everybody.
There is not a single Arcanist in this room who has not used magic for their own purpose, their own gain, and their own power.
And how many eclipses are there in the world?
We don't even know those numbers.
Give me a number.
There has to be thousands.
So
around the world, there has to be.
Yeah, but weigh that against the entirety of humanity.
Do you speak for 10,000?
I speak for humanity, as I said in the speech that I gave. I speak for the people who do not have a voice in this room.
One person and things from unreliable sources say message will be sent to
people are going to die, whatever we do, ever. We have to work together to find
I have access to codes.
That's mine.
The Institute is looking. I know you are looking. I'm trying to gather as many people together who are at least searching. The Accord thinks that if it brings everyone under its rule, they can solve it. I don't know. I don't know that the Eclipse going under the Accord's rule is good for anybody.
Welcome everyone in the order and guests who have come to join us. So tonight I will bathe you, not in blood, but in water. Water that keeps us alive. Water that flows through us. Water that gives us our harvest. There's a lot that comes from water that we owe thanks to. Tonight I ask that you wash your hands. I ask you all to close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Remember that special connection we have with one another, and exhale. Feel the spirits and the anima around us. Feel the energy of the earth pulse. And remember that inside of us is something so special that keeps us together. You're my family, and I promise to protect you and look after you as you all have done to me. Now, let the light within you come forth.
silence softly fall. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. The Order and the Eclipsed are happy to welcome you to this memorial for all of our people. Loss in war is inevitable. Anytime man turns against man, blood will be spilled. This is a truth that has never changed. War makes monsters out of peaceful souls. Everyone here has experienced great loss over the past 2 years. Some of us, even before that, saw pain and loss strike our families. None of that can be eased by anything but time. Healing these wounds cannot be rushed, but remembering serves that process. In America, the Arcanum has lost a great deal. In Europe, they have lost a great deal as well. And it is for this reason I cannot speak for the Europeans. I have invited Mr. Panchev to do so.
Lao Tzu says, when one enters a battlefield, one's face should be drawn as if one attends a funeral, for that is what you do. Yesterday, I told you, I know you likely hate me. I suspect 24 hours has not changed that much. We all grieve. We have all borne witness to selfless sacrifice, to heroism, to atrocity. We have all seen this. None of us are unchanged. I'm here today because the pain has not yet ended. The death is not complete. There will be more. But it does not need to be because we are fighting each other. It can be because we are defending this world. I pray you to think of those you have lost, to honor them in your hearts, to sing their songs, to tell their stories to your apprentices, to your children. And I ask you to think of those you have not yet lost, those you might not lose. The Eclipsed. Every single sorcerer who is alive today because of magic. Our friends, our loved ones. Think on them. There is a way to keep this world safe that would condemn them to death. Or we can fight together for them, for us. There will be great collateral damage. There will be pain. There will be fire and pillars of smoke. The sun will turn to darkness and the moon to blood. These things will happen. But the world will go on. Humanity is resilient. Once magic is destroyed, it will not come back.
The world will go on. 10 million lives will be saved.
This is not the time. Before we close, we have a song that will be shared.
Oh, Mother, I'm scared to die. Where its light. Oh, Father, I'm scared to live. Takes more than I've got to give. Oh, sister, my voice is weak. Oh, brother, I long for sleep. Oh, hunger, I know you well. My cruel friend is a funeral bell, and it rings in the day, and it rings in the evening. Oh, I could pray, but it won't stop you leaving. Shadow in black, you are grim from your reaping. Oh, can't you spare just a day for the weeping? Oh, lover, I know you're there, and I'd follow you anywhere. Oh, give me a hand to hold, so that I may face the cold. 'Cause it rings in the day and it rings in the evening. Oh, I could pray, but it won't stop you leaving. Shadow in black, you are grim from your reaping. Oh, can't you spare just a day for the weeping? 'Cause it rings in the day and it rings in the evening. Oh, I could pray, but it won't stop you leaving. Shadow in black, you are grim from your weeping. Oh, can't you spare just a day for the weeping? Oh, can't you spare just a day for the weeping?
I would like to thank everybody for joining us today. We have about 10 minutes left before we need to surrender this room to the next group, but we invite everyone to share your memories with each other, tell each other about your loss, join the cards add to the cards on the table that share memories. Only in understanding each other's loss can we work together to prevent more.
I'm going to go change out of my ritual room.
So, you see, Xavier had this vision that there was a forest that was completely burned down except for one tree that was green and living, except for that it was rotting away from the inside and it was being caused by a worm. And that worm had the ability to bring down that tree anytime it wanted.
I find that magic, my aim does have a purpose, and I feel I'm going to explode if I don't find anything, and I'm kind of just exploring any avenue I see. question for you concerns Lillian was speaking of her way to join in some sort of relationship. It's my understanding that without magic, my sister would, at worst, perish.
But to be here and see everybody alive for a moment again, and remember that we had hope in this world once. I've watched every person in this room die.
Excuse me?
Another takes your body.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Why would you just kill everyone you think is involved? Because you never actually know who did it.
We cannot centralize our services in order. We need to travel constantly.
Well, there's just not enough to keep pleased here.
And enjoyment of our powers and research and all of that happened under the Accord. And it was not until the Americans and their chaotic... Everyone for their side. No, this is not labeling. This is why we must join together. Because it was all of these separate divisions that caused people to make these terrible choices.
The separate divisions happened because the Accord cursed the Arcanum.
And now we don't need to have any of those future problems. We can work together
We
as
can work
one.
together, but we don't have to be under your control.
You don't. That's correct. You can be part of our society.
Still a war, and someone has to be in charge.
In the spirit of going forward, why can we not just put the past where it belongs and begin with a brand new system that would benefit all of us?
Exactly. I would like to change the names of things and still have a ruling council.
But it has to be separate from every faction.
And it's also the past of how the Accord is operated. You offer us a seat at the table, but the point is that we don't want to sit at a table that operates the way the Accord has operated.
Exactly.
By forcing people to join the Accord or death. We want to... If we are sitting on a governing system that includes us and the Accord, the system has to change.
Yes, be part of the system and change it.
That's the guarantee we need, that we won't just be joining a council that's operating the way it has for hundreds of years. And that's the guarantee I think all of the factions will.
Really endorse it. How am I supposed to make a decision? Your name came up as a possible suspect.
No, I didn't conduct magic.
You're sitting right here.
Hers over there.
The curse was levied a few days ago.
And if I release this potion to you,
what is the
what is going to
curse?
happen?
She appears to have consumption of a magical nature.
It was not I. I can speak to the members of my order, but I've been asking, has anybody reported? No. Drops of blood.
She's not.
But no one has it.
Pearl.
I just
I would do all I could to help in assisting.
We're still I'm so sorry.
We have some of our own matters, but
I know that everyone has their own things to take care of, but I have tried to come and speak with you politely.
if I can, I can read spirits and auras and
You the potion.
energies that are tethered to people. I might be able to assist in identifying.
She's resting at the moment. When she comes back down and we can speak with you first.
A great beast lies imprisoned below the world with massive chains of many different metals. It can barely be seen through the layers of chains, but a single yellow eye stares out, full of hate. 7 figures approach the beast and begin unraveling the chains. One by one, they remove the shackles at the end of each chain from the beast and place it around their own necks, chaining themselves to the monster. When the 7 shackles is closed around the necks of the 7 figures, the beast stirs and rises, and the world above violently splits.
By the Accord member whose task it was to speak with you, that you want to help us defend the magic and fight the others. I wonder if it would be useful to announce a formal alliance to invite and inspire others to join us.
I would be willing to do this, though I need some certainty from your order that we would still have our freedoms to practice our religion within our order.
If I had known what was going to happen by hosting a meeting, I never would have allowed it. And I am so sorry. I couldn't.
To me, this is even more reason to keep
Take hands if you wish. It is your presence that is asked for here. This is...
Well, don't let him be alone. Someone hold his hand.
Yes. Take his hands. From the clutches of that unseen spirit, this human being made in your image and in your like. Still his terror, Lord. Let the beast not lay waste to your vineyard. Fill your servant with courage to fight against the dragon. I command you now, by the power of the Lord, unclean spirit, to make yourself manifest, to name yourself.
Glad to hear your voice. Well, are we gonna get on with this or not?
Cease attacking this servant. I command you to obey me.
Watch him fall! Left and right!
Do not be emboldened to do harm in any way to those who are present.
He's going!
Begone and stay far from this creature of God, in mind and in body and will. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power, and the kingdom, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Begone, depart, and never more return.
Hopper. Come on, buddy. Just say something.
He's gone.
guests must be feeling compelled to come. We have a lot of questions that need to be answered. As you all close your eyes, take in a deep breath, and exhale. Remember that beautiful place where we once lived, loved, prospered from. Remember our sanctuary. That sanctuary we've lost. Our home is no longer, but one has given us a gift to reclaim our home, that chaos in nature, beauty that springs like a budding flower in spring, always giving us hope. I'd like to call forth that energy to give us peace in this moment, give us guidance, to answer the questions within our blood. Take in a deep breath and exhale.
Such good service. Such faithful children. You take my name. You have no idea who it is. You seek guidance from your God. Speak!
Yes, we do.
I do. Ask me your questions.
We wish to know if there is a resolution that will come within the generations that will rid our people of the others.
You are beyond. I've seen 1,000 of your lifetimes. You don't have the time to brainstorm. But I do. You want to be my good servant, boy? Yes. I will, Lord Baylor. Think you have the strength for it? I do. I have been preparing for this. We will see. How can I be stronger to defeat the Accord?
So quit groveling at the feet of our Lord and stand up.
Stand with the rest of the particles.
I don't listen to you anymore. I'm done listening to Elspeth. I'm done listening to the Order. I took what was mine! You belong to me, boy! All of you belong to me! You swore your names to mine! You swore your blood to mine! Your lives are mine!
Perhaps we can formally pledge ourselves to you this eve. Bring forth sacrifices.
I'm willing to do that, my child.
We could do more.
Oh, can you?
If you ask of us, we're moral servants. We will do.
My loyal servant. You think me blind just because I have one eye?
You see all.
Oh, I see. You think I don't see the girl and that little stick that she carries? You think I don't know why she's still about? Yes. Yes, the spear. Yes, that thing held me once. But that time is gone. The blood of Lud will not find me again. There's at least one of you that's strong enough. Now, please.
Perhaps we should sever the connection now. Everyone join the circle again. A bit more to discuss.
They don't have to worry about that.
And why's that?
I'm already walking in.
Let's go outside in the hall, right?
I'm gonna.
Why? Why? Did you my mother?
Fiona. Fiona.
You're with me now, come on.
Curse you.
Please.
It is terrible to find drink.
And then she shriveled up and died. Dora! I didn't want to do this!
There's so much more. I prefer an isolated way, but he delivers only information about the death of Laura or maybe any voices that he's heard in the place that we know. For me,
I can tell you this much. He confessed to me on his own that he's been hearing voices after he looked at the Eye of the Killer. Out of his own mouth. I currently hold power of Normic man.
I now understand why you said and did the thing. And I will maybe attempt to call the dogs off a little, at least from capital punishment. Which of course. And if you need anything, I've seen it. We've fought together. We have fought together so long, my friend. Even if you don't remember them, I'm here. I'm here to help. I hate all of this, but I'm here.
Thank you.
Of course.
I can barely discern who I am anymore. We are the same, I think. And Nicholas, when did you get there? I feel like I haven't seen you in years.
Ever since you took that nap?
Who are we? We? Martina and
The Jinn?
You refer to yourself as Martina? Being separate from you? Not for long. These days. The last couple of years we don't really have a name. No!
Yeah, this is
Put it down.
so...
Oh no, Martina! Oh my gosh, look what you did to Martina! Oh my gosh! Give that back to me! Give that back!
Carlton, what's going on? Agitated ladies. We need to do certain things.
Before I conduct this ritual, I'd like to take a moment to clear the air. We breathe air, flows in us, just like the water, our veins, the plants that we eat. Fire comes through air as well. In order for us to move forward with this ritual, we must prepare our sacrifice. Wallace, why is it that you've come here today?
I have committed the crime of manslaughter of Nora McMahon and lying about said manslaughter. I admit every crime I have ever committed. I do not ask for forgiveness, for I know if you all loved Nora as much as I did, you would have trouble forgiving me.
Thank you. Now I will ask each of you to speak to clear the air for our family. But you will not say words of harm, for this sacrifice should not leave us in a harmful place, but remember our order as a family. So, for the few memories that we have of Wallace, does anyone have something fond to remember him?
Yes. The first day you walked into the order, you were lost. You were saddened, and you needed hope. But as the course that I've seen you grow as a member of our family, even though transgressions were made, you will die a hero. For what will come from your death will be life.
You are steadfast. You have.
There's absolutely no way I could ever forgive her and this glittering person that brought me here today. But she would never want me to hate you. She wouldn't. She wouldn't want you to leave this world in hate. She would want you to leave in peace, knowing that you did the right thing and you are doing the right thing. And I think she'd be happy knowing you are doing something good, even if it came from something bad. You were a brother to me.
Oh, you're back.
And I will hold you in my heart as such.
I'm ready. Does anybody have anything else they wish to say?
Fireman.
Fireman.
Wow.
And with my final words, I'll have you know that you will forever be a part of our family.
Die sitting, die standing. The demon walked forward.
Wait, this isn't right. Stop.
What's wrong?
I feel This isn't right for us to be here in this moment. This space isn't right. We need to move. We need to compelled to leave.
The bride. The chosen.
Yes.
And the sacrifice.
What?
The sacrifice at the center. The chosen. Here.
Elspeth, what is going on? Just... This is my trust in your Arch Druidess.
The chill that you feel upon your flesh is the chill as the world thins between us, as we march and sing from the world of flesh to the world of spirit.
Fiona.
Conclude.
Fiona. This isn't right. My hand, please. You said we weren't doing this. You said we weren't putting ourselves with Valor.
I promised. This is for tomorrow.
This is not for tomorrow. There will be no tomorrow if you do this. Don't do this. Do this.
If you don't do this, we won't have a future. Please.
Time is passing.
You're strong.
I trust you. You said you wouldn't go down Baylor's path.
Fiona, trust us, please. Trust in your family.
Trust us, Fiona.
This is for the family.
Not every right choice is easy.
Tell me this is right, Chronomancer, please.
It's a chance which you don't have otherwise. Do it for a chance. 9.
Your family has united for
8.
Goodbye,
7.
Goodbye,
6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
What are you doing?
Fiona.
Everyone get back! Get back now! Name yourself!
You know my name, child. You are real, Ascensions. So I've always been real.
Stay away from him. He says nothing is real.
Put the toy away, girl. It was nothing.
He was a real life. And he fought for us. Fought for our future.
This time.
But he fought for our time.
You don't want this time either. Is this your plan, priestess? Sacrifice?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Get away from them! Follow the Baelai!
Valor. The deadly one they used to call me. You think you have something on me? The blood of Luke is water, child!
I'll tell you one last time. Leave this place and leave my family alone!
Valor. You're weak. You're nothing. I'm nothing. You are nothing.
You have 15 minutes.
I have a heart. Heart, nothing. The blood of Luke is nothing.
Let go!
Nothing. You will die like the rest of your bloodline has died. Weak! Pathetic! Nothing!
Nothing for me! I'm eternal! Fiona! This is the best you have to offer me. Present yourself for me, my faithful servant.
Fiona?
Don't you dare kneel to him! He is false!
I knew you.
No!
No. You care for this one?
He's my brother!
I know, brother. He is nothing. And if he's something to you, it'd be good you can watch him die.
No! No, please, no!
What have you done?
Fiona.
Lamb. Come on now. You.
No! No, don't! Please!
Would you take his place?
No!
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. She's my sister. Don't you dare. Well, you don't know what I am. Neither do I. Don't
now.
you touch her. Don't you fucking touch her.
T.
You can end this yourself.
No.
Do it now. Do it.
He dies by your hand.
Stab through me.
Show me what you mean.
Stab through me, Fiona.
It's the only way.
Fiona, I love you.
Show me what you're made of, girl.
God, forgive me!
No. What have you done?
Go to hell!
Send you to hell. I can't wait to see you lose. Beaten by the blood of your enemy.
No, that line is empty. What do you hope to do? What do you hope to accomplish here? You are no god.
No!
Take this blood.
I'm going to take your power, Baylor. I'm going to free my people from these shackles.
No. You don't have that power.
I do.
You don't. No one, no mortal has that power.
Thank you for everything.
Where are you going?
I don't. Damn you!
I don't understand.
She led. Damn it! Elspeth!
Alice, not you two, not you two. Come on, you're okay.
Fiona, you need to listen. You hold the power to help save the world. You have to do it. If we don't do it, our people are all gone. And
I can't do it without all of you.
you must use your powers and defeat the evil things in this world by your hands.
Elspeth. She does move. Elspeth. Give me your hand.
My goddess lives.
My goddess?
What? My God, the rumors were true.
I can see everything now.
Can you see?
Elspeth,
I can see you. See ya. I see you as well. Our hero. The one who saved us all.
I thought we lost you.
He saved everyone.
It actually worked.
What works?
My precious.
I don't.
My precious child. You have nothing to cry over. There's a tomorrow.
We haven't got our truly lost.
There's tomorrow for us all.
She's from us.
But what about
She's
you?
of us.
He was a worthy sacrifice.
It's a brighter future than we had yesterday.
Either way we have chosen is not forced upon us.
There are other things of this universe that will call to me.
Don't go.
I'm with you now. And you will have sanctuary again. From my tears, sanctuary will grow once more and protect all of you.
This was me and Elspeth's plan from the beginning.
You knew? Why didn't you tell me? You could have trusted me.
See you around, Fiona. Take good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble.
I love you all. Thank you.
Goodbye.
You saved us all.
You may see us again.
Is it time for us to go?
We'll stay for a little while longer to look after them.
The goddess wishes you gone. Torture and death. Sorry. Oh dear.
May you protect us, and may whatever else is there protect us.
Are you
I don't think I have a choice. And if I come back, then I come back with this.
Good way to avoid that.
Now I can do anything exactly where you're supposed to be.
Behold! Sing, O Muse. Sing of the end of the world. Sing of its rebirth in blood and ruin. Sing of those who faced down the storm. Sing whose blood was shed so that we would know wonder. Sing of those whose lives were lost so that we may have the fire of gods and wear their mantle of power. Sing of the Prometheans, those who kept the fire close, whose wisdom and foresight knew that we would reclaim the earth as our own. Sing of those who embraced their deaths. Sing of those who lost their children, and their children's children, and their children's children. Sing of those who brought down the skies with lightning and thunder. Sing, O muse, of the titans of old. Factions! It was the division of man that brought us to the brink. And it was the battle of those factions that drowned out the pleading cries of the world. The Zagoma, the Zosa turned their backs on Nyaga, their own people. We Shun held their secrets from the Red Bay across the seas of Japan. Dreamwalkers across the world hid from one another, while laywalkers cried out their fears of the twisting of the earth to deaf ears. Wars waged among the Prometheans, even as the others shaped our reality to their ineffable will and designs in the final years of the time before. Sorcerer turned upon sorcerer. From the ayahuasca conflicts in the south to the bloody Atlantean American Accord war to the north. The world was given a choice. Those with the fire in their blood, who called down the rain, who could bring forth the dead, who could transform the world. In every corner of the earth they looked to the heavens, to the others and to those beyond. And in unison, they cried, "No!" They would hold on to the fire. They would cradle it in their chest. They would let no wonder vanish from the world. They would spread that fire to the hearts of all, sharing the fire, connecting one to another. There would no longer be those with fire and those who were burned. All would be blessed, and all would be blessed, and all would be blessed. And so, the world burned. But the dancer who claimed those burned by magic, cast away from their former families by the ghost eater, who devoured the souls of the dead, stealing their wisdom, all who could call them forth, by the puppeteers, who would force any they wished to perform for their twisted amusement until their punishment from the effort, for by the smoke who shredded the bodies of the living from within for its own end, by the countless more besides who shattered the communities of the world and ended the progress, who nearly rent humanity asunder for all of time. Industry was halted. Borders fell, and all that turned one against another lapsed. Blood followed blood, until the world was near nearly barren. Yet the fire remains. Within a generation, the hubris that separated humanity had no purpose. Within 2, blood called to blood. And no more was there a Cirque, a Tunji, no more a Delphian, no more Umbara. There was only the living and the other. The human and the other. The hopeful and the other. Hopeful because their homes were warmed by fire. Their nights were lit by fire. Their veins held fire in their blood. Their lips breathed fire into the air. And by fire, the seal was renewed. The seal was weakened by the pact of the condemned. The condemned whose petty desires nearly doomed humanity. The condemned whose souls may twist in the realms of the others. Whose spirits were used as the mortar that now holds them outside of our world. We named them condemned. Mary Manning, Robert Manning, Clarissa Abbott, Timothy Abbott, Doyle Barnabas, Charlotte McKay, Malachi Astor. Much is lost. But those names will resonate with us throughout all of human history. Those who brought the others. Those who brought the apocalypse. Yet, we survived. We survived! The children of the condemned, the Prometheans, the Titans, in their vast wisdom knew the world could not continue without fire. For without it, there's only darkness. And all that once separated us is now cast aside. And all that twisted us, turned us against each other, has been trampled into dust. For we are humanity. We are beauty. We are hope. We are fire.
get kinda sad. Dreams of which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I'm inclined to tell you, I find it hard to say. People run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad
That's all we have planned. Thank you very much for believing in us for the last 3 years and participating with us. I hope that everything was worth your time and investment and hope and love, and we couldn't do it without y'all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Take a bow.
You can give us applause this time.
I wish to beat up Baylor.
Believe your ass, Corey. I'm sorry. I made it in character, probably.